आज सोशल मीडियाचेर जावं टीव्ही चॅनलांचेर जायते आयकिलां. People are saying that Sasti people have not voted properly or there is low turnout. So I was feeling bad because I know the number of people that has come out. They really came out. Low turnout with respect to what? The low turnout is with respect to the total number of voters on the voters list. People are not going into the depth of it. Voters listancher voterange now I have hurry, but are those people physically present in Goa? So that percentage, is it taken based on the number of people present or not? So they have done it without considering all these things. That is the usual trend, of course. But that trend was okay in olden days when, let's say, 85 to 90% would be present in Goa. But today, that same measurement we cannot take to know the total voter turnout. This total voter turnout could be seen in two different ways. One, with the total number of voters on the voters list. Second, with the total numbers of voters who are present during that election at that time. So let me consider now overall the whole of South Goa. See that voters turnout will be comparatively less because most of the people who have left this land, left this country, taken overseas citizenship and all that thing, they are more from South, number one. Now some people may say, when they go, they have nothing to do with voting here, so how come their names will be there in the voting list? No, absolutely right. But there are families who have gone, whose voters, the name is been cut in the voting list, no doubt, but they have gone out of India along with their families as dependents. So those people have their voting rights over here. So their names are there in this voting list. But since they are not here, so we don't get that positive response during the elections. So although their names are here, but they are physically not here. That is why certain places the voting percentage definitely goes much below. Now let me consider the Velim. In Velim, total number of voters on the voting list was 31,700. These are all approximate figures. But the actual voting that took place is 20,900, which I have considered as 21,000. So the percentage of this voting comes to only 66.37%. Now this 66.37% is the percentage with respect to the total number of voters on the voting list. This percentage turnout is not the total number of voters who have cast their votes with respect to the total number of voters who are present on that day. So approximately 10,700 votes have not been cast. So in this 10,700, it is not all this 10,700 who are there and they have not come. Of this 10,700, I am sure more than 5,000 people were actually not over here. So this percentage of turnout maybe could be thought of differently also. Now because this 10,700, there will be so many people who are in the shipping. People may be in the Gulf. People might have gone to UK along with their dependent families whose names are here, but they could not vote. So like here, maybe more than 5,000-6,000 are not there. So this same thing also reflects when we come to even at the booth level. Consider the total voting in, for example, a sample booth will take, booth number 8 of mine. In that booth number, total number of voters in the voters list was 675. But voting took place of only 500. Consider that 175 people have not cast their vote. But the question remains is, those 175 people, were they present? No. The actual number of people who are present out of this 675 were only 522, of which 500 people have cast their votes. So that means if I consider this, 500 who cast their votes with respect to 675, the voting percentage becomes 76%. Whereas if I consider this 500 votes cast, of those present among the booth number 8, who are 522. So that means in actual physically only 22 people who are there present in these areas and who did not vote is only 22 people. Because another out of this 175 who have not come to vote, of that more than 150, almost 153 voters, they are not present only in these areas. They are not present. So that means they could be in shipping, they could be in the Gulf, they could be in UK, Germany, anywhere. Now some people may logically say, once they are left the Indian shores, they have left Indian citizenship, anyway they don't have a vote. Yes, agreed. They don't have a vote, but when one gentleman goes, he also takes his family as dependent, who has a vote here. But unfortunately, they were not present here. So that means, of the present 522, if 500 people have voted from booth number 8, we should salute them. We should congratulate them, because that becomes almost 96% of the people present have voted. So the voting percentage, it all depends upon what picture we want to give. Positive picture if I give, 96% is the turnout in booth number 8. If we don't want to consider all that, we could say it was only 76% in booth number 8. So this all, it's fine for calculative purpose, but many of them saying that in Salsette the turnout was not good, that has to be told with respect to what? With respect to the total number of voters on the voting list, or the turnout with respect to the physically people present. And that we will know only booth-wise. Maybe one person cannot calculate all this physically, but booth-wise we can come to know how many people are actually present in those areas and what is the turnout. That percentage I will consider as voters' turnout. And I want to congratulate all those people among the people who are present, who have come and voted out. Has done a fantastic job. Now the question remains, who voted whom, who will win, and by how many votes? Let's hope for the best. But as per Captain Viriato, as I previously also said, if he wins, Goa wins, he goes to the parliament. If he does not win, Goa does not win, and he goes back to Loya Maidan and Azad Maidan for the good of Goa. Dev Bari Guru and Mog Asundi. Mog Asundi. We love it all. We all stay united as Goans.